Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. Welcome back to the channel if you're new. I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find it in the listing. And today, we're going to go back in the ice. So my channel, sometimes I share some things that about myself personally, what I'm going through, but not too much detail because obviously it's not that exciting. But lately, I've been very inspired to share with you the latest trend, of course, that a lot of people are doing, which is the ice bath. And I've been doing it now for 40 days in a row, every morning without fail. We're going to go jump in the ice right now, and I'm going to talk to you about what I think are the biggest benefits that I've experienced in the last 40 days. Without any further ado, let's do it, because my adrenaline is actually already pumping. It's one of the things. The norepinephrine gets released even as you start to contemplate what you're about to do. So I'm just kind of tweaking, and I'm live as well, which is, it's not easy going live on YouTube, man. There's a lot of pressure. Just kidding. Okay, so a lot of ice bath videos, I want you to know, they don't always show the temperature. You can take a 50-degree bath and throw some pieces of ice in it, and it's still 50 degrees. But not at the West House. No, no, no. We do a full send every time. Here we go. Ready? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, there it is. Okay, it's at 33. It was just at 32, but essentially, as you can see, and we're gonna make sure we unplug it. Okay, all right. Take out the temperature probe. By the way, this is the West Ice Bath. We've adorned it with a few cool stickers. Yes, it's all about the liquid therapy. And of course, we always Wim Hof before we do our ice bath. Gotta love Rogan, right? Come on, let's go, let's go. The endless summer. I'm a big MMA fan. Let's go. Okay, guys, let's go. And of course, giving homage to the lion, Jesus Christ, amen. All right, let's go, people. This is it. All right, okay. So I'm starting to get, starting to get a little worked up right now, Ethan. So I always have a timer going. It's always good to know exactly how long you've been in. I've been going for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Here's my timer. Okay. And the timer starts the moment the leg hits the water. Make sure my Apple Watch is in. Okay, so now notice I'm all the way to the neck. A lot of people, shoulders out, hands out to the neck. And I also want you to notice while I'm doing this ice bath, I will be moving my body, breaking the thermal shield, because there is a thermal shield that gets created around the body. So if you just sit completely still, it gets, I'm not going to say it gets warm, but it gets a lot easier. So I'm going to keep that body movement going, keep the legs. It's subtle. It's not like a massive movement, but it's definitely keeping that thermal thermal shield broken. So it makes it tougher, obviously. So let's talk about this, guys. Why in the world would we do this? And what are the benefits that I've experienced in the last 40 days? Like I said, I have been 100%. I'm trying to think through what my body is doing, and that's part of the drill here. It's keeping your mind clear while your body is going through basically an adrenaline experience. Your body's experiencing stress, but you're overriding with your mind, thinking clearly, so that when you get into a stressful situation throughout your day, which, let's face it, life is stress at different levels, different things coming at you, you can't control those things. But essentially, the ice bath teaches you to create resilience in your mind and to think clearly, even though you're basically experiencing some type of an attack. So here you are simulating sort of a near-death experience. Your body is going, hey, this is a temperature that, if sustained for too long, could create hypothermia and could kill me. So your body is immediately going into a fight or flight state. Norepinephrine is released, and the endorphins that you get afterwards I'm going to say is the number one reason why I truly enjoy this. No matter what state of mind you're in before you get in the ice bath, when you get out, it's a different state of mind, and it's a better state of mind, no question. So it's definitely a great way to reset yourself, to put yourself in a higher plane of thinking clearly and just knowing that you accomplished something that no one else can take from you, essentially. And it's a small thing, but it's a big thing, and it creates a lot of metabolic changes inside the body that I think are very significant. So I'm 54 years old, and you know, things didn't really start changing for me until I turned 50. My eyesight kind of went downhill. I can't read anything within an arm's length of my arm, and I started getting like true aches and pains, like literally, like my back hurt, and I started not sleeping well at night, and I just started getting just some symptoms, and I actually got a lot weaker in my weight training. COVID hit while I was, in this age category, and just kind of, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling my normal self. I don't know, I just can't explain it. I just didn't feel good anymore, and it's kind of annoying. In the midst of all that, of course, I'm still doing, business and family and YouTube, but I just felt like there's something going on inside my body. And these ice baths are the first thing that I've done that have truly reversed those feelings. And so now I would say, besides the state of mind change, which is very helpful, the second thing is definitely deep sleep. I am sleeping now like I did when I was a teenager. I'm having very deep dreams. I'm able to sleep past 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, which is when I do normally wake up. Now I can sleep, like today I slept till 7. It's crazy. But very deep, restful sleep. I'm not getting up in the middle of the night, going to the bathroom, and just minor things, but these are real changes. And then I definitely see my body fat is diminishing without any additional exercise. I definitely feel hungrier, so my appetite has increased. Not that I've ever had an appetite problem, but I definitely feel a little more satisfied when I'm eating, and then the final thing would be immunity. Through this last 40 days, a lot of sickness has actually gone through my family, through clients, and I've suffered a little bit of sickness, but I was able to overcome it. So for 1 week I did ice baths, even though I felt very on the edge of getting sick. And I did it anyway, like as an experiment to see what would happen. And you know what? I didn't get sick. And every time I came out of the ice bath, I felt better than when I went in. And my symptoms of inflammation, of feeling like I had a cold, went completely away. So that was cool. So I believe boosting your immunity, it does increase white cell count, and that I don't think can be understated. And the inflammation, my lower back pain is completely gone, and I feel awesome. So anyway, I'm at 5 minutes and 30 seconds right now. I'm gonna do a head dunk, because that is how we end every ice bath. And the Maui gym's gotta come off for this. Here we go. So this is almost like the rebirth when you come out. All right. Now the next step, I believe, is very important. And this is when you kind of try to put some blood back into the body, especially the extremities. And so it's sort of I know it looks crazy, but the hands and the feet definitely feel very painful, and this gets the blood back into them. So it's sort of a dance. And usually I have music going during this whole experience, usually some Hillsong. I like to do the song As It Is in Heaven. That's my favorite, because one of the declarations in that song is there is no sickness in my body. And I love that declaration. I think our words are so important. What we say is what happens. So if I believe that if anyone ever gives you a diagnosis. They say you have something, you have this thing, whatever it is. Don't declare it. Don't say I have this. You don't have it. Whatever you say is what you'll have. You'll eat the fruit of your words. So say what you want, and that's what you're going to get. So anyway, yes, that was awesome, guys. Thank you for being a part of this journey I've been on. Thank you so much for being the most aloha-infused audience on planet Earth, letting me share my journey with you. I also wanted to point out I've been 1 year alcohol-free. Alcohol is poison. Don't drink it is my 100% advice to you, because you'll feel like you're 12 years old again. And a shout out to Chris Johnson in Colorado. I'm thinking about you, brother. I love you. I'm praying for you. And a big shout out to Hunter West, my son. Today is your 16th birthday. I love you, my boy. Much aloha to all you guys. Thank you. Until next time, I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I can tell you one thing. I will come out of the ice. I'm having too much fun.